can't believe somebody has said this. I'm fuming. What? Do I look like a big egg? Yes, I do. That's my scalp. Hi, how are you? I hope that you're very, very well. People have this fascination with unpopular opinions. Yeah, that's about it really. People like unpopular opinions. And I thought, do people talk about confessions? So here we are. Welcome to, you know, like on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when it goes and the lights come down. I really wish I could do that, but I just don't have those skills, you know, so welcome to Theatre Confessionals. So I asked on my Instagram for people to give me their confessions. So this could be as an audience member, as a actor, a crew member, anything. This can be confessions of opinions, things you've done in a theatre. Yeah, let's get to it. For those of you who don't know, by the way, my name is Amy and I make a lot of theatre content on YouTube. So if you are interested in Broadway or musicals or Glee or anything like that, then please do subscribe. That would be very nice. And as I say, I am also on Instagram and Twitter and I'm very active on there. So yeah. Also to say, obviously I'm so aware of what is going on with Naya Rivera at the moment. She's in my thoughts all day. I keep checking for updates. I'm not going to do a video for the time being. It seems incredibly insensitive. So please don't fill the comments with, are you going to do a video about it? For the time being, it seems incredibly insensitive and I don't want to be a part of that, so yeah. Now we've got the serious stuff out of the way, let's look at your confessions. I'll be honest with you, there's some pretty strange ones in here and some I don't believe, so we'll just have to see. So everybody's confessions were kept anonymous as well. And I also received so many. So if you do want a part 2 of this, then let me know and I will do one. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Sunny said, I once went to come from away and at stage door was saying how excited I was to meet Rachel Tucker and how amazing she was, to which they replied it was her understudy. That is brutal. That's brutal, innit? For both you and that person. Oh, that's brutal. I feel sorry for you there. Okay, so he said, I love a good riff, but hate when people riff on every line and the melody is lost. Hard agree. I love a riff. I love going to the theatre and when someone throws in a cheeky riff and you're like, oh, like whiplash, you're like, oh my god, love that. But there's some people that I just can't listen to anymore because, mate, you riff too much. And some people that I used to love when I was younger and now I'm like, oh, hun, stop it. Right, I don't condone this. My sister and I met Jamal Westman after Hamilton and chased him down Victoria High Street for a photo.
Please don't chase people for a photo.
It's not cool. Please, 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 please don't chase someone ever, especially not for a photo after you saw them in a show. It's embarrassing, it's not nice, it's scary. Just imagine that you've left your work at Pizza Hut. I worked at Pizza Hut for 3 years, so that's why I'm saying Pizza Hut. You've left your shift at Pizza Hut, you're walking home in the dark, and some people start running behind you and ask for a photo because you were such a great waiter. You'd be like, what the hell, you crazy person? That's not cool. No. No. I moved forward to a better seat in a theatre after the interval for a better view. I think a lot of people have done that. I went to go and see Kinky Boots quite close to when it was closing. I was in the dress circle, so the mezzanine level. And basically, a girl I knew worked there. I don't feel like I booked the ticket myself, but some reason I was there, but we had really crap seats. We were like right on the back row and there was so many seats because, as I say, it was about to close and it just wasn't selling very well. So I went to go and talk to this girl I know and I was like, oh, we're gonna sit here, by the way, because there was 2 seats at the side on the front row of the circle. And she was like, oh, well, you're not really allowed to do that. And I was like, yeah, but everybody does. And she was like, I should really tell my manager. Mate, come on. So I think a lot of people do it. Right, okay, somebody said, no, I don't believe this. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. Someone said, I once gave a girl laxatives so I could go on as the lead. I don't believe it. No, that sounds like something out of a film. Once gave a girl laxatives so you could go on as the lead. But you would have to have already been the understudy, surely. I don't know. Do I believe this? I don't know. I know I'm kind of evil for this, but there was this bitch in the group and I hid one of her props. I hid it in the dressing room and then planted it in her bag. But we did a whole cast search because she demanded the whole company look for it, even though it wasn't a pivotal prop. This was during rehearsals in the theatre and wasn't really a unique, hard to replace prop. But you hid it in her bag. That's so bad. That's really naughty. You say she was a bitch, but why? I feel like I need more information to be able... Well, I don't think that's a nice thing to do. I don't even know. Did you find the prop? She demanded the whole company look for it, but it was in her bag? I'm confused. I'm not sure about this one. I don't like it when others get called fake theatre fans or kids like anyone can be a fan. Are we still talking about this in 2020? I feel like when the kind of big rise in contemporary, you know, teen musicals happened a few years ago, I feel like people were saying it a lot then, but like, are people still making fun of people for liking just Mean Girls or just Dear Evan Hansen or just Hamilton? Like, really? Let's all just agree to get over it, okay? I wet myself a little bit in my costume. Right, I need more information. How old were you? Was it a nervous wee? Was it like when you're laughing? Or why? I don't think I've ever weed myself in my costume. No. I played a fork in Beauty and the Beast. Great! Not so... I don't know if that's so much a confession or just a statement. You guys are shady! Some actors were complaining about my lighting during a show, so I put the lights on full intensity throughout the whole show to teach them a lesson. I'm not proud, but... I mean, guys, stop being shady. People might be annoyed, but you can't put the jeopardy? What is that word? Jeopardy. I always thought there were two R's in there. You can't put the show in jeopardy. Oh yeah, that does sound right. Because someone said they didn't like your lighting. Can't do that! Somebody said, where are your Broadway decor items from? Many places, mainly Etsy, Redbubble, yeah, a variety of places. If you want me to do a video on my stagey home decor, let me know and I will definitely do a video on that. I can't believe somebody has said this. I'm fuming. I'm sorry, but Cher show is overrated. What? The Cher show is incredibly underrated. I don't feel like it's overrated. I mean, it closed earlier than it was supposed to. It didn't get nominated for Best Musical. People make fun of me when I talk about it, so maybe this person said this because they know I'll get angry. I hope so, because it's so underrated. Oh, this one is very wholesome. My confession is that I have no confessions because I'm scared to do anything wrong in a theatre. This person, know that you're very sweet. I think you're great. You should stay that way. Oh, somebody said they walked in on people doing the nasty. You're nasty. In the green room. Wow, I hope they were having a great time. What? I ate in costume. Haven't we all? They say, oh, don't eat in your costumes. Say, okay. We've all eaten in our costumes, let's be honest. It might sound rude, but I'm mad that all of the locals are watching Hamilton. Right, there's a part of me, Eugene, not that I don't want people to see it because it's like it's mine, but there's definitely something about non-musical people watching Hamilton that makes me kind of nervous. My mum watched it, my brother and his girlfriend watched it, and I was like, oh my god, please like it, because there's this Eugene being crazy. What was I saying? Being a fan of theatre is like quite a big part of my identity and everything, and then I'm like, oh, and if people don't like it or if people are mean about it, I don't know. So I kind of get it. It's not that I don't want everyone to like it, I'm worried if they won't like it. Eugene, you've got to stop now, hun. This person is lucky that I've kept it anonymous. This person said, SpongeBob has no business being a musical. I'm not a SpongeBob fan of the TV show. I don't really like animation. However, I thought SpongeBob was great. And I feel like it was its whole other thing. I don't think it was that connected to the TV show. I mean, obviously it was all the same characters, but it wasn't like just like a carbon copy of it. It was its own whole thing. If you're saying that and you haven't seen it, then I would suggest watching the pro shot that they did for Nickelodeon, because it was great. But if you've seen the show and you still think that, then, you know, that's okay, because we all have opinions and it's okay to have a different one. Oh, Oh, this is really interesting. Somebody said, I sadly thought the Riverdale episode of Heathers was good for like 4 days. I'm so stupid. And I don't think you should feel stupid because not everybody liked it, but some people did like it, and that's okay. I wasn't a huge fan of the episode. I really liked their Hedwig one. I mean, I don't watch the show, but this is the thing. We can all have different opinions, and you shouldn't feel stupid because you have an opinion that's different than everybody else. There's some stuff that I love that people are like, why the hell do you love it? The Cher show. People make fun of me for liking the Cher show all the time. I don't care. I like some crap as well. Some crap movies, what people would consider like trash. And I love it. And do you know what? I don't care. My favourite film is about Mount Everest. And I don't care that people think that's weird. If you like the Heathers Riverdale episode, then like it. It's okay. Oh, we found a naughty person. Somebody said, I've stolen a piece of costume from every show I've been in. Sorry, costumers. Guys. Okay, so thoughts about this. I'm such an adult. I'm like, oh, what about the monetary standpoint? A lot of theatre, you know, there isn't a lot of money in theatre. If your costumes were rented and you've stolen something, then your theatre company will have to pay a fee for that. And if it's something that's going to go into storage for future shows, then they potentially have to spend more for the future. I don't know, I'm too much of a grown-up. I'm not fun anymore. Yeah. I've never told anyone this, but I honestly believe that Russell Crowe is better than Hugh Jackman in Les Mis. Do I agree with that? Oh, I don't think I can. I'm not really a huge fan of Hugh Jackman's voice, but I don't think I can agree with. I don't know. I don't know. What? Somebody said sometimes I sit on my feet so I can see better, which probably blocks any fellow short people behind me. I presume this means when you're going to see a show. That is a shame for the short people. However, I'm more worried about your feet. Oh, I'm such a grown-up. Are your feet okay? If I sit on my feet for more than like 30 seconds, I'm like, hello, my feet are crushed, give me a cast. They're broken. Maybe I'm just too fat. Probably. Oh, somebody said I once saw our theatre queen Amy in a shop but didn't say hi because anxiety. Oh, I'm sorry that you didn't feel able to, but please, if you see me, unless I'm crying, which is quite regular, then please come and talk to me. I am very friendly, unless I'm crying. I don't know if I believe this one. Somebody said, I did a sad monologue in a play and a parent in the audience called social services. I feel like I need more context for this. If it was a play that was like a self-devised play and you had to write things about your own life experiences, then I could maybe see it. But if it's just a pre-written play, then surely the audience member would know that that was how it was supposed to be. I don't know if I believe you. Size, race, or gender ID of a role shouldn't be considered in casting unless it says it in the script. Yeah, I agree. Kindergarten Boyfriend shouldn't have been a jokey song, it just doesn't sit right. It's not a jokey song. It's not. When she says she took off the scab and put it in a locket, she means that she took off the scab and she put it in a locket. It's not supposed to be funny. That is an earnest love of one child towards another child, and that love that has built throughout the years. I did a workshop with Andy Fickman and Kevin Murphy. They were saying it's not a funny song and it wasn't supposed to be a funny song, and they get kind of annoyed when people laugh at it. They were saying it should just be this earnest, truthful experience of this girl throughout the whole thing, and I learnt a lot that day. But it's not a jokey song. When I was a kid, I thought the people that played Elphaba were actually green. Okay, I feel this. I didn't think Elphabas were green, but I did think that people in the olden days were in black and white. And one day they just became colour. So, I feel you on that one, pal. I don't know if I believe this. I'm not trying to call you all liars, but I don't know if I believe it. Somebody said, I broke a prop and blamed it on a principal member. They left the show and I replaced them. Oops. Did they leave the show because you blamed them, or did they just leave the show? Because if somebody blamed me for breaking a prop and it wasn't me, I'd have been like, no, that's not me. I wouldn't be like, oh, well, I'm gonna pack my bags. I don't know. Confession, I don't know what day seating is. Okay, so day seating is the same as rush if you're from America or if you're not from either. Basically, in the morning, for some shows, not all of them, they will do a day seat or a rush where they'll release either like the front row at a cheaper price, or they'll do like random seats in the theatre at a cheaper price. And so it's a way that you can kind of A, guarantee that you're going to see a show, and B, get it for cheaper. So like if you really want to see a show, get there super early. When I wanted to see Mean Girls on Broadway, the ticket office opened at 12 o'clock on the Sunday and I got there before 7 a.m. I waited outside for 5 hours in the freezing cold. But I did meet a girl who watched my channel and we're now friends. So, Isabella, shout out to you, pal. Somebody said, farted many times. I mean, haven't we all? Just because you see a show or stage door a lot doesn't make you friends with the performers. Say it louder for the people in the back.
Say it louder for the people in the stage door queue.
Yeah. Please don't judge me, but I once received a in my dressing room mid-show. I'm gonna have to blur what that word was. Mid-show? Really? Couldn't wait for after, before. Mid-show. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh my god. My friend said once I was performing and in the middle of the opening number I was downstage, turned upstage and I accidentally farted directly into an audience member's face on the front row. Oh my god, that is brutal. Wouldn't you be fuming if you were that audience member? Tell my mum I'm going to see a different show each time, but I'm going to Come From Away again. I mean, I'm not going to judge you because Come From Away is great. Do you know what? This is like the theatre kid version of like saying that you're going to the library to study and actually like going out to a party, isn't it? Like that's the theatre kid version of it. I love it. When I played Miss Hannigan, I got a little too into the role and shoved Annie so hard her wig fell off. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Her wig fell off. That's top tier. I loved that. That was my favourite one. And what I will say is I played Annie and I got told off because I was so aggressive because I got very into it and I kept hitting Miss Hannigan with pillows and she was like, you're hitting me too hard, because I just was like, I'm acting so great. So I get it. Okay, last one. And this is, it's a doozy. I don't get why people hate cats so much but love Six. They have a lot of similarities between them, so I just don't get it. I love them both, by the way. What similarities do cats and Six have? I see no wait. Okay, I see one similarity. Is that they're both kind of consisting of solo songs. So like for each character they come forward and present their song. But other than that, I don't really see a connection between Six and cats. I love them both. I suppose maybe the fact that there's not like a super heavy storyline to Six in the same way as Cats. But again, Cats has a storyline. Trying to get to the heavy side layer. Come on. That's a funny one to end on. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope that you enjoyed it. And if you want to be included in things like this in the future, then go over to my Instagram. I do all of my Glee, Unpopular Opinions, general Unpopular Opinions, video suggestions, everything over on Instagram. So that is the best place to reach me when I'm not on YouTube. And yeah, I hope that you're all well, looking after yourselves, taking care. And yeah, I will see you soon. Lots of love. Bye.